Welcome to Transmathematica School. I'm James Anderson. In primary school, children learn how to cancel fractions, but the method they're taught only works for finite numbers. You might think that's okay, but by the age of 8, children have a concept of infinity, and by the age of 12, their idea of infinity is fully developed, unless they go on to take a calculus class. In the UK, 15-year-olds have learned Transreal Cancellation, so how did they do it? That is what we'll think about today. In primary school, if you're given a frac term like 4 over 6, you cancel the 4 to produce 2, you cancel the 6 to produce 3, and the answer is 2 over 3. You're allowed to cancel any non-zero real numbers. Now cancel this, 3 over 0. If it takes you more than a second, there's something you can learn about cancellation. In universities, cancellation is done like this. If you've got a frac term 4 over 6, you write down 4 equals 2 times 2, 6 equals 3 times 2, cancel the 2's and produce 2 over 3. You may only cancel strictly positive finite numbers. University cancellation works with frac terms like 3 over 0. You write down 3 equals 1 times 3, 0 equals 0 times 3, cancel the 3's and the answer is 1 over 0. You may only cancel strictly positive finite numbers. It should be said that the rules for cancellation vary in different parts of mathematics. Transreal cancellation is the same. Given a frac term like 3 over 0, you write down 3 equals 1 times 3, 0 equals 0 times 3, cancel the 3's and get the answer 1 over 0, which you now know to be the transreal number infinity. You may only cancel strictly positive finite numbers. Here are some examples. The frac term 0 over 0 can be rewritten like this. 0 equals 0 times 3, top and bottom, cancel the 3's, gives 0 over 0, and that's equal to nullity. Or we could write 0 equals 0 times 0, top and bottom, multiply out 0 times 0 equals 0, top and bottom, gives us 0 over 0 equals nullity. Or we could write 0 equals 0 times minus 3, top and bottom, multiply out 0 times minus 3 equals 0, top and bottom, that gives us nullity. Now try these and I'll give you the answers in the next video. Simplify using cancellation where appropriate. 3 over 9, 9 over minus 3, 1/2 minus 1/2 divided by 2, 1/2 minus 1/2 divided by minus 2, 5 over 0, minus root 2 over 0, 3 over minus 0, 2 minus 2 over 0 times 2, 0 times 3 over 0 times 9, and the square root of minus 4 over 0. Right, it's time for you to stop polishing your gun and shoot. I'll put links in the description to failed proofs that division by 0 is impossible. All of the proofs fail on cancellation, so you should be able to work out what is wrong with them. Everything in transmathematics is based on real arithmetic applied to frac terms. So now you know enough to derive the whole of transmathematics yourself. Seriously, unsubscribe and derive the whole of transmathematics. There are design decisions to be made. You might make better decisions than I did. Alternatively, stick around and see how I did it. Here are the answers to the video Transreal Numbers. There's a link to the video in the description below. The question was, where possible, convert these frac terms to transreals. Wonder Woman over Superman can't be converted. 0 over 0 is already the transreal number nullity. Minus 3 over 2 is already a transreal number. 3 over minus 2 isn't a transreal number. We need to move the minus sign from the bottom to the top to give minus 3 over 2. 1 over 0 is already a transreal number, infinity. Minus 1 over 0 is already the transreal number, minus infinity. 3 over 0 is a transreal number. When you watched that video, you didn't know that it was equal to infinity. Now you do. Same with minus 3 over 0. Before, it was just a transreal number. Now you know it's equal to minus infinity. 1 over minus 0 is a sneaky question. Minus 0 isn't negative, so we don't need to move the minus sign. 1 over minus 0 is just equal to 1 over 0, which is plus infinity. And the same with minus 1 over minus 0. Minus 0 isn't negative. We just get minus 1 over 0, which is equal to minus infinity. 2 minus 2 over 4 minus 4 is equal to 0 over 0. That's equal to nullity. 0 times 2 over 0 times 4 is equal to 0 over 0. That's equal to nullity. Now, the alpha sting, the ridiculously hard question. Converting 2 over 3 over 4 into transreal numbers was a really hard question. It depends on how 2 over 3 over 4 associates. If it associates top to bottom, then you get 2 over 3 divided by 4. That's equal to 2 over 3 times 1 over 4 is equal to 2 times 1 over 3 times 4 is equal to 2 over 12 equals 1 over 6. You could cancel earlier. I would. Alternatively, if 2 over 3 over 4 associates bottom up, then it's equal to 2 divided by 3 over 4. That's 2 over 1 times the reciprocal of 3 over 4, which is 4 over 3. That's equal to 2 times 4 over 1 times 3, and that's equal to 8 over 3. So you get different answers, 1 over 6 or 8 over 3, depending on how 2 over 3 over 4 associates. And there's no agreement on this in mathematics. There is an agreement that if the frac terms are written smaller, they have higher priority. So you work out the frac terms from smallest to biggest, as they're written on the page. Check the description below for links to more material, leave questions in the comments, tell your friends and enemies about Transmathematica, subscribe if you still haven't, and if you want to support the advancement of science, see the About tab for donations. Bye for now.